Hi, I'm excited to be back with you with Learning for Loden, and today I have several special guests with me. We have Ms. Hannah Martin,
Hello.
Scott Dunn, Jackie, one of our students, and we are going to be talking about esports today. And for a lot of you that are out there, when you were in school, you were probably used to things like band, choir, theater, some football, baseball, and basketball. But today at our high school, we have things like bass fishing, we have archery, we have the ROTC rifle, and we have esports. And there are a lot of things that we have students that are very successful at that are receiving scholarships that maybe as a parent you don't even realize are opportunities. So we wanted to showcase our esports team. I know you guys come every year and give an update to the board, and our esports teams have been doing very, very well. And we even have some junior high students, now high school students, all playing. So who wants to kick it off and tell us a little about esports?
Want me to start? All right. Well, esports at Nixa High School is competitive video gaming, essentially. So we are very similar to any other competitive sport like football, volleyball, baseball, except we just do it with video games. So we compete with schools all across Missouri, and some of our games actually compete with schools all across the nation consistently. And we just recently expanded to the junior high, so we offer a ton of different games from Super Smash Bros. To Mario Kart to League of Legends, Valorant, Marvel Rivals, Overwatch, and the list just kind of goes on and on.
Is Fortnite still one of the games?
Fortnite is a popular game, but unfortunately is not one that we run right now. It's just so big of a game, we can't do it.
I didn't realize, as a parent, my boys were both into Fortnite, and I didn't realize, like, when Ninja was out there, he was making like $4 million a year playing video games. And the world just changed a lot because when I was teaching, it was everyone wanted to be an NBA or a rapper or a rock star, and now you have a lot of people that want to be video gamers.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of pro esports players out there that make just as much as the football players do, or more, depends on the country. And
when you go into the competitions, I know, is it Twitch?
Yes, we do all of our live streaming on Twitch, so just kind of like how Misha will stream, or like Nixa Live streams all of our sports games. We do our own streaming, me and Mr. Dunn here, and we have a couple of students that help us out, but we stream all of our games on Twitch.
I know, just trying to learn more about esports, when you look at the competitions, you'll have like stadiums full and teams competing, and it's like a football game or a basketball game with just thousands of people watching and cheering each other on, and it's not just one person, it's team oriented typically. Mm-hmm. So Scott, you're being quiet over there. Tell me more.
Well, what do you want to know?
Oh, just esports. I mean, you transitioned into it. And you kind of got our program started. Ms. Martin, you have to take it to another level too. So how will we evolve with esports over the last few years?
Well, we started because two kids just they said, can we use your room? And I said, sure. And I guess there was another teacher that was supposed to do it, and they just sort of talked about esports. And after 2 or 3 meetings, I said, you guys want to do esports, or you want to talk about esports? And so we started from that moment, and it was just a couple of kids that wanted to do Rocket League and League of Legends, and we did that. And then we sort of started as it became. First, it was just sort of something people wanted to do, but then now there's a state organization, MOSEF, so it's kind of like Misha for esports. So we now don't just compete; we compete with Glendale and Kickapoo and Republic and Ozark, but at first we were just happy to have a match with a random team in Minnesota or Oklahoma or wherever we could get a match. And so now it's official, it's a real thing, and we're in, I don't know, generation 3. So this year we started bringing in some of our old high school players that are in college esports, and they're now coaching our new high school students. And so we've got, we're just layering this cake as we go up.
And if I'm right, if I remember correctly, it's not like you were a big time video gamer, it's just there was a need.
Video games are fine. I've played video games, but it's not my thing. But making stuff is my thing. And when somebody wants to do something, we're going to do it. So their job is to play video games. My job is where are we going to get a computer? Who do we talk to? How does you want a Twitch stream? What does that actually mean? Like you're doing a podcast, but that means there's actually a camera and a microphone, and how's it set up? So it's just the real world making it happen is kind of what the terrible bureaucracy that you must go through in order to procure things. Like that's what I do.
Make sure everything's legal.
Yeah, all the lube of the machine.
Now, Hannah, you compete some with them.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, we will play sometimes, especially League of Legends is my main game. So like Jackie is on our league team, and so some of the kids will come in after school and we play and we practice. I play most of the games that the kids play, so I try to compete with them sometimes, but they're 100% on a different level than I am. They are much better than me, and that's the purpose, is for them to be really good. So sometimes it's best for them to just compete with, other schools, or sometimes we scrim with college teams. We scrim with a lot of the St. Louis and Kansas City teams because they are incredibly good. So, yeah.
And that's one thing I'd like to say, that we're blessed with teachers. And in the world that we live in today, as fast-paced as it is, people often talk about AI or STEM or technology. Well, we have people that are math certified, science certified, but if someone's got all the degrees in coding and STEM, they're probably making a lot of money in a corporate world. But we have parents that are not afraid to jump in, and partners that are not afraid to jump in, and we have teachers that are not afraid to say, well, if the students want to do it, we'll figure it out, and they learn on the go, and we're lifelong learners, which is one of the best parts about education. I mean, when you started out, Scott, I bet you didn't think about, I'm going to be coaching esports teams, and you probably didn't either.
Mm-mm.
No, it was. But if you're not doing something new and uncomfortable, what's the point?
That's part of being in the profession. It's about learning. And it's really neat when you see all the students, whether they're been recognized for the ACT or National Merit or esports scholarships. We have a lot of students that are earning opportunities to go to colleges and change their lives that never would have been able to go to college the way they're going if it wasn't for esports. Now, Jackie, tell me more. What do you play?
I'm on the Valorant team, on the Overwatch team, and I was on the League of Legends team mainly. I started on all three of those, and it was amazing. It's very comparable to like any other like competitive sports you'd play, like football, like basketball. I played on all of those. Like I played football for the last 3 years, and I ended up not being able to play because of an injury, which is why I actually started esports. It's very accessible. It's very open to everyone. All you do is try out. And initially when I tried out, I did not think I was going to make the team because the games we offer, I had honestly never played a lot before. And I ended up making the team and having just the time of my life. It's been a lot.
Oh, it's exciting, isn't it? When you don't really know if you'll make it and you make it. And you told me earlier you're helping like coach some of the younger students and mentor them. And it's not like you're competing against the world. You're working together and trying to help each other.
I've been playing video games since I was like 4. Like my earliest memory is playing on my Xbox 360. So this isn't like a foreign concept to me for sure. This is something I'm very familiar with. So I'm glad I can help other students just kind of bring out their talents, because a lot of people don't know they're good at video games, so they try it.
What do you have any plans for after high school to keep playing, or?
Yeah. Next year I'm coming back to help coach some of the teams. I think I'm working on media as well, so trying to get more people to come into esports, because it's a field that could really, I don't know.
There's a lot of opportunities, because I have a cousin who's always, he's in his 30s now, he was always into gaming. And he wasn't the best athlete in the world. His brother's his premier athlete. And he ended up going in and working in Chicago and learning how to design video games. And that's what he does for a living and loves it. So as far as opening it up at the junior high, if I'm a parent and I want to know more, and now it's at the junior high, what do I do?
So at the junior high, we have Coach Tiller, who does Project Lead the Way. I forget what else she teaches, but she does a lot of the engineering stuff at the junior high. She's our coach over there, and she's pretty good about getting the word out to all the parents and all the students and ensuring that everybody's aware of when esports tryouts are and kind of what to expect. So this year we opened it up for the first time, and I think I had the kids coming in during advisory and stuff, kind of taking papers, handing out flyers about esports, and then she also sent out some parent messages, and we had a parent night talking about what to expect, kind of what their schedule would look like, and what they need to do to prepare for junior high esports.
And this is going to be, I don't think anyone needs to think about this is just, oh, my kid likes video games and they're good. I mean, this is serious where you practice year round, you watch videos of the best people, you practice techniques, you video yourself and try to learn how to get faster and better.
100%. Competing in esports is so different than just playing video games, because I know in sports, like, you have little leagues and you can kind of play with your friends and there's open communication all the time. Esports or video games in general is something that you can just do solo without having to talk to anybody the whole time you're playing. But once you involve esports into it, that's where you get into the competitive, like, communication aspect, and that's where a lot of kids in the junior high level are going to be learning about how do I talk to a teammate and also play video games at the same time.
Oh, yeah. Because you're looking out for each other, you have different roles, and it's kind of like with our ROTC group. I love going and watching the drone competitions because it's not what you think. I mean, they're small and they've got obstacle courses they're working together, and they've got to be able to get along in high pressure situations. And just like esports, you're being pushed by other teams and you've got to communicate and take care of each other and help each other.
100%.
So if you're a parent or a junior high kiddo and you really are interested, check it out at the junior high, and at the high school, you can still, even if you haven't been part of esports, you can try out. There's a lot of opportunities. And give me the games one more time.
Okay. Junior high, we have Super Smash Bros., Rocket League, Overwatch 2, Mario Kart, and I believe that's it at the junior high.
Overwatch.
And then at the high school, we have Overwatch, Valorant, Rocket League, Super Smash Bros. We will have Mario Kart next year. Valorant. Marvel Rivals, Apex, League of Legends.
And if you're not into video games, you can tell by the names they're good games, because I was the dad that, oh, yeah, Call of Duty's fine. Then we started playing. No, we're not playing Call of Duty. We're not playing Grand Theft Auto. So the games have been vetted. They're good games.
They're all, since we are run under MOSEF, they all have to be like school appropriate games. Nothing that's very like realistic.
You never have blood and gore and all that.
None of that.
But so they're as wholesome as you can get for video.
Yeah, 100%.
And you guys are there with the kiddos. Mm-hmm. You're making sure we try to make sure they have good equipment. I know from purchasing, it's amazing. Every year the things are just changing so fast to make sure you have the speed and the gear you need.
Yeah, no, we are set up. We have a brand new lab. It's looking good. Yeah, you're doing a good job of keeping us taken care of. I would say this, strangely enough, when I started this, what was it, 5, maybe 6 years ago, it was for fun. When she asked to come on board 2 years ago, it's less fun. And like, at first you're happy to have enough kids to make a team, but that's ending and it's getting competitive. So like, just being able to walk on and do it, like this is the early days of something, and it's going to be highly, highly competitive, and it's going to be harder and harder and more sought after. So this is like the end of the beginning. So if people are interested, you're kind of running out of like the free time, and we're getting really more towards the serious, and you're going to end up having to be really good, and it's going to be harder and harder to make these things. So
I think what you're describing is like early in my career, softball was just starting and volleyball was just starting, and now the girls that play volleyball and softball play year round.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime you have a new sport, like archery was starting out a few years ago, now it's very competitive. So, but the good thing is with the soft skills, the working together, the sharing, and just learning how to play together is a good skill for real world learning. And then too, the people that often are the tech savvy people are the ones that are going to be more inclined for coding in the STEM field, which is a very relevant field. Anything else for today?
I don't know. We're just very passionate about esports and very thankful that we have the opportunity to actually have teams in Nixa. I was a Nixa student, and my dream was to be on an esports team, and we didn't have esports. So honestly, the fact that I'm able to help my students, achieve their dreams and move on to college, get scholarships, have the opportunity to go to college, like, esports opens up a lot of different avenues for a lot of different people. I
mean, you may not be the fastest or strongest person on a field or court, but you can get a scholarship and have the same type of scholarship and often make just as much or more being good at esports. And, when you look as a parent at our course catalog at the high school, it's overwhelming. And you see all these courses and you're like, what are these? So this spring we've been trying to focus in on some of the things like esports that you may look at and go, oh, they're playing video games. Well, there's a lot more to it. So hopefully this will help some of the junior high parents and students, and also our high school folks that may be interested in coming out for esports. So I would say, even though it's competitive, if someone has a desire, you're going to give them a shot. Come out and try it.
100%. The best thing you can do is just come out and check it out and try it out, because I know Jackie, it was his senior year, he tried out, made the team, and like you said, he's had the time of his life.
And it's nice because your story helps some of the younger students that cannot do it. Hey, try it.
Yeah, I pushed a lot of people to try and play some games, and like our entire League of Legends team, at first it was me and one other person, and League of Legends is a 5-person game, so it wasn't possible, and I got 9 other people to come and try out, and of course not all of them stayed, but we ended up having a team, and we ended up going 8-2, I think.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah.
So you were trying just to find enough people to have a team and ended up going 8-2.
Yeah, because people, and these guys, they love this game. I play with these guys after school, or like on spring break, I played like 30 hours of just straight League of Legends, and they were all on with me, and it was great. It was fun.
That's amazing. So you guys are practicing. So parents, you can practice too. You can go and play your video games.
Yeah.
My dad, he's 67 years old. He's definitely in the older age, and he plays games with me. He plays a lot of these like competitive games with me. He played. There was a game I was top 500 in, and he was like, "Hey, that looks fun. Can I try it?" I was like, "Yeah." And he ended up getting another Xbox, and we'd play every day for a few hours. We just.
And when you're saying top 500 in the
world.
the world, that's awesome.
There's a lot of talented people, especially at Nixa. We have multiple top 500 players in the world who play on our team. And it's amazing to watch them play, because esports has a level, like there is serious talent in esports. These are people that could play in college. These are very talented individuals.
Because I'm assuming as many people play, if you're in the top 500, that means you could go professional, or that means you could get a scholarship.
And the biggest problem we've had is like some of these guys, they don't get the exposure they deserve. They don't get these colleges to see them, because Cam Ward, quarterback that came out of Miami, first overall pick, he was not recruited in high school whatsoever. He walked onto another team and was amazing, but no one knew he was amazing. So everyone should know these guys are amazing.
Just a matter of getting it out, getting word out that they're good. Anything else, guys?
I would add, in addition to video games, because if you're talking to the parents about opportunities and the future, we run a Twitch stream, we make clips, we upload video. So we're almost also trying to ramp up our production end. So if maybe they're not the best video game player, but they want to like be involved in that world, there is like a whole nother aspect of this that we are also like a production, audio, video end of things as well. So,
I'm glad you said it, because in theater, there's people backstage making all the props, or when we see our broadcast students with Jordan Burns, there's also a crew behind the scenes setting things up and making sure it all works. So there's people behind the scenes making things happen too.
Yep.
Well, guys, thanks for being here today, and I hope you've enjoyed our Learning with Loden.